Hello, Tunisia. This is your first UK follower who saw your post and has sat in the chair and has experienced nothing. Experienced nothing. Shana, are you shy? Do you want to say what the experience is like for her so she knows?
The experience has been very informative. It's very good. I'm impressed. I've gained so much knowledge about things I shouldn't have been doing with my hair, and I'm so pleased I came here.
Thank you,
really
Tunisia,
am.
right? Thank you, Tunisia.
Thank you, Tunisia.
It's important for you to know your work is really valid and you are helping save, because she did have hair loss, and we're countering that. In a year's time, she'll be cool and fine. Thank you. Bye.
That knotted locks is exciting. It's ancestral. It's quintessentially yours. It is freeing. It is liberating. It gets you off of the plantation of having to worry about someone else doing your hair, or having to concern yourself with, can you take a trip and go somewhere without your hair? Loctician consultant, what will you do when and if you're not able to get an appointment in? What will you do, or what will it require when you have someone working on your hair that isn't like, say, a Shay or a Didi or a Fraj or a Naka, people who actually care about the health of your hair and treat it accordingly? What will you do when you have to sit in the chair of someone who you don't trust, and you're sitting in the chair of that person because you don't have a better alternative? Hashtag Latanya, I love you to death. Going to get your video up here. She was in tears, spent $410 for retightening, has to leave the loctician. It's been one horror story after the other. What will you do when you begin to see something that doesn't feel right, and you are going to get retightenings every 4 to 6 weeks because you believe that you need retightenings every 4 to 6 weeks? Get your summer supply of I Am Melanin Magic's Magical Hair Growth Serum, the Fearless Follicles and Root Revitalizer, and our premium hair care blend.
Locs, beauty tips
www.IamMelaninMagic.com.
and potpourri, the channel where we get it all in. You can also learn more about the I Am Melanin Magic brand. Thank you for stopping by.
Lisa, you know what I just thought, right? You know, you're doing your potions and your moisturizers, your conditioner and your washes, right? Imagine now your hair is not on the list of to-dos. Isn't that revolutionary in your life? Isn't that a complete lifestyle change? Because you needed to make time to interweave and interlock your hair. And now, as busy as you are with your business and everything you've got to do, hair is not... like, it doesn't feature because you knot a few a day and your hair still looks fabulous. That's what I mean about Knotted Locks is changing lives. And you are louder than me. I'm not as loud as you.
You know, you spoke my mind. Like, you have no idea. Even though I was just going, the time I was going, I was having to travel 2.5 hours to Atlanta. Like, I did not want to go. I dreaded it because I like living out here in the boondocks. Like, I don't like crowds and people and all of that. It's too much congestion. And now you spoke my mind. Like, I feel so free. It's like, I'll do it whenever I feel like doing it. I'll do 20 here. I'll do another 30 when I'm sitting somewhere chilling on the porch. Like, Melissa, honey, I've been unshackled. What else can I say? I've been unshackled.
Remember, Tunisia, I am always here to remind you of what you already know. And it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for the update. That's great. That's why I said to you, fully experience all aspects of Knotted Locks, from shower, girl, in the shower, to having your head sporadically done, like the practice of doing a few a day is wonderful. And then your hair just looks gorgeous. And then the second knots you start doing it, because the first knots have embedded themselves and blended in. And how you manage mistakes and how you just stay conscious interacting with your hair and how your hair just flourishes. When you experience that fully, you'd be like, you'd know what I'm talking about, because you're finishing my sentence. So that's why it was really important for you to just feel and experience every aspect of knotted locks. I'm so pleased. I appreciate you so much. It's the ultimate. It's you wearing your hair in the most amazing way, and it's super, super low maintenance and so free. And Tunisia, all you need are your hands and a bit of water, or your products. Yeah, all you need to have beautiful hair. So I'm just pleased.
Locs is, how can we describe it? It's spiritual. It's depthful. It's freeing. It is your divine birthright. It is a part of your lineage. It is in your DNA. It is a state of consciousness and a mindset as much as it is a new way of going about continuing to be beautiful and giving your hair what it needs. It is a hair-centered approach. It is an approach that does not threaten the integrity of your hair. It is an approach that does not subject you to the enslavement that many of us feel, having to be subjected to whatever the protocols and levels of professionalism and credibility may be that a consultant may have, or the loss of freedom to direct and control our hair destiny, so many other things, practices that sort of keep you in the dark, a style that encourages you to take a hands-off approach and let someone else take over your hair destiny. It is the antithesis of that, and I'd like you to hear directly from Mrs. Melissa Blakes.
I love them. This is our new way of communicating. Okay, so let me start by saying this is why knotted locks is exciting. My hair is so exciting because I place the knots. Every time you place a knot, it's kind of different. And then you discover a lot more about your texture and your strands and the way they behave in water, that when you start placing the knots, you become a professional in placing the knots on your specific head. It is incredible. Like months from now, years from now, your head's going to have the muscle memory to just separate, and the knot's just going to do something. And all the time, because it's ancestral, it's complete and utter abundance and joy, because we are connected to our ancestors, because we're touching. It's like being grounded. You know, when you walk barefooted on the floor, that's what you're experiencing with the knots. And then in water, oh my God. Now, this experience is so intimate and so personal. I mean, think about it. We're doing it in the shower, right? You're doing it in the bath. Especially where we think about your experience with mine. Remember where you were like stuck, and I was like, I'm here. Tunisia got it in 2 hours plus. Sending you love, light. Have a great week.
It is my projection that knotted locks will increasingly become a viable option for more and more women. It is my feeling from a spiritual level and at a soul level that knotted locks is the solution for those women who have, it's my soulful spiritual foresight that allows me to feel and conclude within myself that knotted locks is increasingly going to become the go-to for those women who are ready to retire their shackles and who require more freedom, more creativity, and more autonomy when it comes to their hair, and quite frankly, for those who want to see different results than the ones that they've been getting. Knotted locks is organic. Knotted locks is ancestral. It is the gift to you. It is the reconnection of you, or the reconnection for you to your lineage and your most authentic identity. It is the leaping off place that allows you to have a soft landing. It is the transitional place for those of us who have been loyal and forever grateful to the Sisterlocks brand and the Sisterlocks community. I, for one, am 13 years into Sisterlocks, and Sisterlocks has been a blessing in my life. Were it not for Sisterlocks, I could never be well into, and no longer on the precipice of, but well into my sojourn into Knotted Locks. Were it not for Sisterlocks, I would not even have an appreciation for the beauty of my natural hair, for the beauty of my natural self, for the beauty of what has always belonged to me as an African within the African diaspora. Were it not for Sisterlocks, I would never have discovered the tens of thousands of you. Millions have watched this channel, but tens of thousands of you, or at least 1 million, have become subscribers. And within that number, thousands of you have become loyal sisters within this following and within this hair care journey. And within that number, even more of you have very loyally supported the channel and ride for this channel and ride for me, and I really appreciate you and I love on you fiercely. So many of you reach out, so many of you have sent me pictures, testimonials, and content that I just can't wait until I get my mind organized so that I can begin to share it on the channel. So many of you continue, after 3 and 4 years, to continue to buy the Magical Hair Growth Serum. You continue to buy the Premium Hair Care Blend. You continue to embellish yourselves with what I consider a premium product for a certain quality of connoisseur, the woman who actually cares about what she puts in her hair and isn't going to just put anything in it. And I know that you all have trusted me, and I take that very seriously. So I just want to say going in that for those of you who are on the precipice, continue to watch these videos, continue to let me nurture your curiosity for Knotted Locks as an extremely wonderful alternative to Sisterlocks once you begin to have trouble, or when you decide that you want to be proactive and you want to begin to head off certain difficulties that can come about as a result of the regimentation that the Sisterlocks require. Also know that I will continue to provide you 100% support and give you quality solutions and anecdotes to some of the very things that cause me to look for another solution outside of Sisterlocks. I will continue to talk to you incessantly and tirelessly about the things that you need to do to continue to protect your hair, whether you have Microlocks, traditional locks, Sisterlocks, Knotted Locks, or whatever else. But I will tell you that when I say it's exciting, when I say that it's freeing, it is. It just is. And it will be the kind of choice that you will make that will give you 100% back on your investment.
I am Melanin Magic. If you want long locks,
luscious hair, radiant skin, want to look and feel good,
then I Am Melanin Magic is your brand.
I Am Melanin Magic,
And so are you.